about you?
All right, everybody, welcome YouTube, welcome to World Languages and Culture with Cooking. We're excited to have you guys here, and students are glad to have you guys here. We're gonna be cooking together today. We are traveling to Kenya. Do you guys know what country that's in? You can unmute yourself. No takers? Kennedy, come on, Africa. Absolutely, it is in Africa. And so we are going to have a good time learning about Kenya. And we're also going to be cooking a wonderful Kenyan dish that you see there, our lentil stew and rice called kamande. Oh, look, I'm seeing Natalie, you're showing me your world globe there. Miss Marissa, can you get her there? Can you, you can put us both in the view?
Yeah,
Natalie showed me her.
I was trying to do that.
Let me make you. Let me make you co-host as well. There you go. There you go. Awesome. Yes, Natalie's showing us the world map there. Oh, that's awesome, Natalie. Thank you so much. Wow. And that's Kenya right in there. Yes, right there. This is where we're going today. So awesome. So for us getting started, we have a wonderful guest today, and I am actually here with her, which is so cool. And she's right here, and she's gonna come into the view. And so this is Chef Cheryl Tate, and she is a wonderful chef. I'm gonna have her share and introduce herself to all of you, but she is fantastic. And Miss Marissa, we can take down the menu, and so we can see everybody on the big screen. And so there we go.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. And so Miss Cheryl is a chef, and so I'm gonna have her introduce herself.
Okay.
And she's fantastic. So if you want to be a chef, or you're thinking like, I think I want to be in culinary arts. If it's in a restaurant, or maybe for a hotel, or maybe for people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where you're cooking food and making it artistic, making it really yummy, healthy, all those good things. So Ms. Cheryl is going to share a little bit, and she is going to be cooking with us today. So she's going to be our main chef. I'm going to be like her assistant. We're learning from the best.
Out of here.
Right? We're going to be learning from the best, you guys. So really, really cool from an actual chef. Okay, Ms. Cheryl.
Hi, everybody. My name is Chef Cheryl Tate. I am a fourth generation food service hospitality professional. My fathers, my uncles, grandfather, and great-grandfather, they all worked on the railroad. So that may be a little new to you, but if you guys looked up Pullman porters and their history, you'll find out that it was a very prestigious position that Black men had back in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. So my father and, like I said, my uncles and my grandfather, they all traveled on the train. And back in the day, that was the mode of travel, because airlines really weren't that popular then. We weren't flying until like maybe the 60s or the 70s, commercial. But railroad travel was the mode of transportation. So everybody traveled on the train. The presidents, the Heinz people, the dignitaries, all the people traveled on the train, and my father serviced them all. So I come from a legacy of service. So we do people very well. And they all work in the kitchen. So as well as them taking care of the people, they were all in the dining car cooking. And there have been books written, there have been documentaries, there have been even events where my father has come and talked to people, like railroad conventions. My father would come and talk to the people about the trains that he traveled on and the people that he served and the food that he prepared. And my uncle just passed away about 4 years ago. He was 106 months. And he was able to tell me stories about being on the train and all the things that he did, and just servicing people. servicing people, that has been our legacy for, oh my gosh, over 100 years. So, you know, I've been in many careers. And like I said, being in the service industry, I've done many things as far as service. I've worked in the garment industry. I've been a pattern maker. I've worked in landscaping where we would design yards. You know, I work in property management. So it's all revolved around the person, you know, and I found that after all these jobs kind of came and went and I got to culinary, I said, I'm comfortable here. But then again, yes, I would be comfortable because that's my lineage, that's my DNA. So I love, you know, serving people. I am a personal chef. Okay, so I work in the client's kitchen. I work very closely with the person. At one time, I did work at Mattel, okay, the world's largest toy maker over in El Segundo, working in their corporate kitchen. And that was really, really fun. I enjoyed doing that because you got to see food produced on a grand scale. We served about 2,200 to 3,000 people a day. All right, think about that. 3,000 people a day. You know, it was a kitchen, and we did everything from a grill. You could go over there and buy a burger, or you could go over there and get a salad. And it was mind-blowing working there, seeing all those things. But I knew I wanted to work with the client. I knew I wanted to come back to the client's home and service them, just like my uncle did and just like my father did. When they left the railroad, they ended up working in Hancock Park, which is right off of Wilshire. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that area, but he worked for very prominent people. So again, coming back to the personal part of food, where he nurtured, you know, the family, he became a part of the family. And to this day, you know, we still have connections with him, even though my father's dead and gone. You know, I can still go back to that place where he worked at and I go, oh, wow, it's all the memories and everything. So cooking is life. It's really wonderful. There's not much or not many places you can't go where people aren't eating. I mean, it sounds simple, but we're all eating and we eat numerous times a day. So that career choice is really, it's an exciting one. You will work, okay? There's no shortcuts to culinary, as me and Christine are gonna do right here. There's no shortcuts to this recipe that we're gonna prepare. We have to take it step by step by step. So I'm just gonna give you a little example. Your McDonald's cheeseburger that you go through the drive-thru and get goes through the same step every single time. You come back next Friday and get a cheeseburger, it's gone through this very same step. So in culinary, there's no shortcuts. You want a good product, you're going to have to make sure that you have all the right ingredients to do what you need to do on the end. A very famous chef said, the way to good food is ingredients and execution. So if you have good ingredients and you know what you're doing, you're going to have a good product at the other end. Okay. And so that's what I believe in when I go to cook for my clients. I always make sure I have excellent ingredients. I have a garden outside. I go and pick my greens and my herbs and everything. So when I go to my client, they have excellent ingredients. They have fresh ingredients. So that's one of the things I would like you to take away. If you take away nothing today, is that you have good ingredients and you have good intentions too, okay? Because you really want it to come out good. You have good ingredients and good intentions, it will be good on the other side, regardless of how it looks. Might not taste the way you want it, but we will taste that you meant what you were doing, okay? You can't be haphazard in culinary. You just can't. It's just one of those things where you know it. Just one of the things, you know it. Me and Miss Christine, we're here, we're cooking and everything. We're, you know, we may be, well, I can't even say we're short on time, but we're going to make sure we go from A to Z, and we're not going to make any shortcuts or anything, and we're going to do it correctly. And you guys are going to have great food at the end. And I know you guys are cooking, but always remember, just as long as you have good intentions, you want to start out right and you want it to end right, you will be fine. Okay, that's just my 5 minutes. Okay.
All right. So you guys, I know that you're ready. Miss Sharice,
Yes.
on your presentation about Kenya, we're gonna make it like, I want you to show the language piece, and you guys, what I'll do is I'll send you this presentation that Miss Sharice did. I'm gonna send it to you. But what I want you to do, Miss Sharice, is show them the pictures and give them the facts at the bottom of your presentation. So if you can share that really quick, that would be awesome.
Okay.
And so you guys, Kenya is a beautiful country. And so when you travel there, we want you to know what to expect, right? Just know some things about the climate. Like, are you gonna wear a t-shirt? Are you gonna wear a big jacket, right? All kinds of things. So we're gonna share just a brief view of Kenya because we're gonna get rolling with our cooking. And I know the first thing you can do is start getting your lentils ready, because we want to make sure that there's no stones in there, right? So Ms. Sharice, she's pulling up the presentation. And Ms. Sharice, you can share it. Mm-hmm.
You guys see it?
Go to present. Yes, we can see it.
Okay, so here is Kenya. Hi, everybody. So here's Kenya. It's located in Africa. And then there's this beautiful bird.
Oh, Ms. Sharice?
Yes.
Ms. Sharice?
Yes.
If you click on the 3 dots at the top right there and click on present.
Hold on, the 3 dots. Yes. Okay.
Uh-huh. And click on
present. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
So take up the full screen. Wonderful.
Okay. Present. Okay, there we go.
Awesome. There we go.
Taking a second to download. Okay. Hi, everybody. So here is the beautiful country, Kenya, and it's located in Africa. And wait, how do I, oh, next. Oh, okay. And so I will play the music later, but they have this beautiful dance with this beautiful bird. And Kenya, their flag has a meaning. It symbolizes peace, unit, and defense. The colors black, red, and white flag is from the Maasai culture. Okay, so the language that they speak, I think you said at the bottom. Let me see. Okay, so basically they speak Swahili and English in Kenya. And we're talking about all their wonderful food in Kenya. They have something called Ugali, which is a cornmeal staple, Igaro, smashed peas and potato mix, Garithia, beans and corn, Kenyan pilau, spiced rice, that sounds good, Wali Wanazi, coconut rice, that sounds good, Sokumawiki, which is collard greens and / kale, and then a stew called the Kenyan stew, and then something called the Miami Shoma, roasted meat, pride of Kenyan food. Let me go to the next slide. And then here we are, all this wonderful food that we're going to be showing in the class. So it looks like kale and beans and chicken, finger food, and just different kinds of food that we're going to be talking about in a minute. And then here's the beautiful culture, all these beautiful beads and just these happy children, really the Maasai. And then they play these wonderful drums and all these instruments, really beautiful music. And then the fun facts about Kenya, I guess the time is GMT/UT. Population is 31.6 million people. Wow. Their borders are Ethiopia, Tanzania, Uganda, and their seasons, I guess it rains a lot. Rainy between March to May, October to December, and then super dry, which is hot, January to February, and then hot in June to September. They have a telephone number of 254 in their international code if you're calling is 00. So I guess if you are working, their budget is about US $75 a day, although one quality safari could blow its sky high. Okay. The capital is Nairobi. Visa, all visitors need to have a visa. And here's the languages. They speak Swahili, English, and tribal languages. The area of Kenya is 5,830,000 square feet, And money to a Kenya shilling is a US dollar equals something of $70. So that's how much money they make. And then Kenya fun facts. Kenya is a country that is directed on the equator and is the eastern portion of Africa. The climate changes. Kenya has a diverse, probably like California. There's cooler coastal towns, mountains, ranges, warmer, dry plains, and lands in the north. The sports that they play, since Kenya is warmer, they involved in many outdoor activities, sports such as soccer, rugby, cricket, and running. And the animals, the most famous Kenya animals are known as the big five: lions, leopards, elephants, buffaloes, and rhinos. I just learned that. I didn't know they had buffalo in Kenya. And another fun fact is Mountain Kenya is the reason this country is named Kenya. It's the second largest peak in Africa at about 17,000 feet. And I just wanted to show that this is the Maasai tribe. They jump. They're beautiful people, beautiful fabrics and beads, and just their culture, and just being a culture. And I showed a picture of almost the Lion King of all these wonderful animals. And that is pretty much it in my presentation of Kenya. Thank you,
awesome.
everyone.
Thank you so much, Miss Cerise.
Thank you, everyone.
And Swahili is the language, you guys. Swahili and English are the languages they speak. And yes, D2, yes, just like Lion King, right? All right. So when you go to Kenya, you're going to make sure you're going to wear short sleeves because it's going to be hot, right? And you're going to have some really good food. You're going to see beautiful people, all those wonderful pictures that you saw, right? So you guys, let's start cooking. All right. So I want you to get your lentils, actually. So grab your lentils. And Miss Marissa, I'm going to have my other view on the other device so you can jump over here as well. And so I want you guys to go ahead and look at your lentils, pour them into your bag, or actually put them onto a plate. And you're going to make sure that your lentils don't have any stones or anything in them, right? You want to make sure it's just the lentils. Like you see them. Hold on. I'm going to show you. Some stuff like this. And so you want to wash them. You sure? Let's go ahead and wash our lentils. Okay. And there's no stones in there. And there are no stones. Yes. Awesome. So go ahead and wash your lentils.
Excuse me, miss, what did you just say?
Oh, I said to go ahead and wash your lentils. Let me do this. Can you hear me better?
Yes, I can hear you.
You guys can hear me better here? Yeah?
Yeah, it's echoing a little bit.
Ah. How about now?
That's good.
That's good. All right. Okay, cool beans. So we're gonna get so are you washing your lentils, you guys? All right, so we're washing our lentils, make sure they're all nice and clean. And then we are going to go ahead, so wash them off really great. And then we're going to go ahead and put them in our pot. So put them in your pot. And in the meantime, you can go ahead and start chopping your, chopping your onions. Okay, so we're gonna chop our onions, our garlic, and our And our garlic cloves.
Garlic cloves. Okay.
Yes.
All righty. Now I don't know how you guys are at chopping. And one day I would love to come back and give you guys a lesson on knife skills. Okay, knife skills. Okay. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't always think I was the best had the best knife skills, but let me just say this: in time, you will get better. So, and that's just like in culinary, anything gets better in time. It just gets better in time. So I cannot impress on you enough to just keep doing it. Okay. Just keep doing it. There's no substitute for good work when you continue to do the work. Okay. So I forgot how much
so we can use the whole.
Oh, the whole onion. Okay. Okay.
So we're gonna chop our whole onion, you guys.
Now this recipe, because it's not something that's really stable, excuse me, you can do I want to say a rough chop. It doesn't have to be perfect, but as long as you get them in nice small pieces. I like to think about when I'm chopping that think about how it is you want it to go into your mouth. Think about your audience, even if you're the audience. Okay, even if you're the person that's just going to sit down and eat it yourself. Think about how you want that that fork to look when you're when you're sitting down, you're at the dinner table. How do you want the food to look? You want big pieces, you want small pieces, you want uniform pieces, think about how it's going to, how you're going to digest it, how it's going to chew. Okay, so if you look at these little pieces, you don't want to get any bigger than this. See all these little pieces? You don't want to get any bigger. Smaller is fine, but no bigger than this. Okay, because if we think about the lentil is small. Okay, so if we look at this and we see this, see. So that's something that you wouldn't mind putting in your mouth, as far as the size and the color and everything that goes on, right? Yes, ma'am. So just always keep that in mind. Always keep that in mind that you're gonna be. That somebody's gonna go, oh, this is so good. Who made it? Oh, or they might say, well, gosh, this wasn't. This didn't come out too good. Who made it? Somebody's gonna ask the question.
That's right.
And we usually do.
That's right.
Who made it?
Who cooked the food?
Who cooked the food?
Who's
Okay.
cooking? Who's cooking?
Exactly. And then if somebody say, if you say, oh, such and such is cooking, and we know they're not that great, not that great, we're gonna go, oh, okay.
No, you're gonna tell them come to the world language class.
Exactly. You're gonna tell them, where you can get your lesson.
That's right. Learn how to cook.
Exactly. And cooking is an art, but just like any art, great artists have been at it for a long time. Okay, Picasso was, you just think about great artists or any great artist or any great person. Okay, find out how long they've been doing it, and then you can go, oh wow, they've mastered their craft. So that's just something, as you young people will learn, is practice makes perfect. Okay, some of those simple things that we're taught still work.
That's right.
They still work. Okay. All the things, we have technology, which is beautiful, but nothing is going to take the place of somebody cutting an onion.
That's
okay?
Right.
We're not.
And when you cry, it's a part of the process.
It's a part of the process. I'm tearing up now. Okay. I'm tearing up now.
Right. If your eyes are watering, that's the juice that's pouring up to you.
That's
so
right.
you just grab a paper towel with some water and just pat it.
And just keep going.
Keep
just
going.
Sniff and just keep going.
There you go.
Okay. Now, one of my little things that the chef always says is that color is so important. I like red onions. I like red onions. Yeah. I like brown. I don't like red white. Okay, so this is so y'all know. Okay, just so y'all know. Okay. Okay. And And garlic, we can't get past. Garlic is one of those roots that we can't get past this color, but it is so important to have garlic in your diet. It is antifungal, it's anti-inflammatory, it's anti-everything. If you have it in your diet, you'll just live a lot longer.
Excuse me, how many cloves are we doing?
We're using 3 cloves. 3 cloves of garlic.
Yeah. Okay, good. So I love garlic and onions. That's the first thing once you do is have garlic and onions. Once you got that, remember what I said about ingredients and execution. If you're starting out with some garlic, you got it going on, okay? And so garlic is really, you can do a lot of things with garlic. You can chop it up. Sometimes if you just don't feel like chopping it up, you can put it in a this is what where is it? I don't see it.
You can put it right next to
sometimes you can mince it instead of chopping it.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Put it next to our garlic friends, yes, our onion friends there.
Yeah, because
so
they're all gonna go together.
Exactly. Okay. And next we're gonna do the ginger, you guys. So we're just gonna use about 1 inch, so about the size of your thumb. Okay. Okay,
so we're going to
you can actually one of our students just said you can use a spoon to scrape off the skin.
I haven't tried that yet.
You know what? And I like if you scrape it.
Yeah. There you go. But whoever said that, it's correct. You can scrape the skin off the ginger. Yeah, with the spoon.
And I learned it, and I was like, "Whoa, this is so cool! It sure does come right off.
It does come right off.
So if you use a spoon and you just pull off the skin off of your garlic,
learn something new every day.
Yep.
And always be open to learn. Always be open to learn. Chefs learn things every single day. I read about 6 recipes a day just because I want to see what's going on in the world. I want to see who's cooking and what they're cooking and how they're cooking it. I'm very true to my craft. I love what I do. So I'm learning.
And that's for any area that you're in. If you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher, you're always going to learn something new. So.
You always have to be open to whatever it is that they're teaching. Okay. And then you be the judge of whether you're going to use that information, but you can't say that you didn't know, right? That's one thing. You can't say you didn't know. Okay. You're going to cut this up?
Yes. Okay. So you guys, we're going to go ahead and just chop our garlic. So, I'm sorry, our ginger. We're going to chop our ginger. And so this is going to get really nice and fragrant in our onions and our garlic.
This is the key, like I said, this is the start of something good. I love garlic.
You're going to want to do a dance.
Yeah, there you go. See?
You're going to have to do a happy dance.
Okay, so we're going to put this right over here. Okay.
All right. So we got these 3 in there. So what we're going to do right now, you guys, is we're going to get because we need our lentils to get cooking and we need our rice to get cooking as well. So because we've chopped our onions, garlic, and ginger, let's go ahead. We already washed our lentils here. So we're going to go ahead and I know you may have put them in a bowl, but just put these into a bowl because you're going to saute. We're going to brown our onions, garlic, ginger, and then we're going to toss in the lentils on top of that. Okay, so I'm just going to put them over here. So I'm just going to transfer them over. So go ahead and transfer them over. Okay, And we're gonna saute our onions, garlic, and ginger. So we're gonna use some, so you can use vegetable oil or whatever oil you have. If you have olive oil or whatever oil you prefer, we're gonna saute what we have here. Mhm. All right.
It is all good. Okay.
All right, you guys. So we're gonna saute these low. So I know parents, I know kids, students, and parents. You guys are working together as a team.
Yeah.
So while
Teamwork makes the dream work. Okay.
that's right. So while this is sauteing, someone else can get the pot with the lentils on, or if you're using the same pot, you can use the same pot for to saute your onions. And then we're gonna add the lentils right on top of that. So we want them to get fragrant and translucent. Do you guys know what translucent means? You can unmute yourself.
Like a clearish color. Like you see through it?
Exactly. So you could see through it, right? So it's clear, right? So we're gonna let these three guard the ginger and the onion to get fragrance. So when you start smelling, so we want to use all of our senses, right?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And so we're gonna let that go. So while that's sauteing, let's go ahead. Let's wash our rice. So if you have the parboiled rice, you can wash your rice, or if you have another rice, let's go ahead and get our rice on the stove to get cooking, because your rice and your lentils are gonna cook about the same time.
No. Okay, I'm sorry. Any particular you want to measure this out, or how do you?
So this is 2 cups of rice.
Okay.
So you have 2 cups of rice.
And 4 cups of water.
Yes.
Okay, 2, 1.
So you want to get your 2 cups of rice, and then you want to add water. Miss Cheryl, she said when you cook rice, was it 2 to 1? Yes, it is 2 to 1. She said it's 2 to 1. So 2 cups of water to 1 cup of rice, right? Correct. So that's a ratio.
That's a
So
ratio.
come on now, we're gonna talk in some math, because cooking is math too, right, you
Yes,
guys?
it is. It's all the time now.
Yep.
Okay.
So we're gonna put 2 to 1.
Okay.
And then of course, you guys, depending on the rice that you have, sometimes it will it depends on your rice. Sometimes more water, if you're cooking brown rice, it takes more water.
Yeah.
If you're cooking like sticky rice, it may be a little different. So as you cook more, you will find out that you'll see what works well for your rice.
Miss Christelle, do we add the lentils into the onions and garlic when it's inside the pan?
Yes.
Or
So when your onions are getting translucent and you can smell it really well, like we're smelling it over here and it smells so good. You want to go ahead and put your lentils on top of that. So pour them right in on top. We still got probably just a little bit more to go. But go ahead, if yours is ready, go ahead and add your lentils on top of that. And along with that, we are going to add all of our lovely spices. Okay. Over the right. You can. Okay, water, but you can put some.
Yeah. Always good. You know, got flavor. Put flavor in the water.
Yes.
Chefs are control freaks. They always want to control something. They want to put some flavor in. They want to put some flavor. Oh,
yes. So what Miss Cheryl just said, she said she added some chicken stock. I'm sorry. Wait, back it up. I'm sorry.
It's vegetable based. We're gonna start from a vegan perspective here. We don't have to use chicken stock. Vegetable stock or vegetable base is very good to start with. Then if you want to add some animal protein, you can. But at least here is where, you can just keep up the vegan profile.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Keep up the vegan profile.
Absolutely. So she added some veggie base in here. So if you have some, you can add some. If you don't have any, it will be totally fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It is always fine.
Yes. But Miss Cheryl said, she said, add flavor to your rice.
Have to add flavor. Yes. Okay. So almost a translucent here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So in goes the lentils. And so along with your lentils, we're going to put in all of our spices. So stir that in really good.
It's fine.
All right, so our spices, we're gonna have, well, let me go get them. Okay, wonderful.
Okay, okay, so we have
curry.
Oh, curry. Oh, hey.
And that, so this curry is curry from the Caribbean.
I'm scared.
So we're gonna put one tablespoon.
Bless your heart.
Oh, that's a tablespoon.
That's a tablespoon. You
Sure?
sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's gonna be very. It's gonna have a lot of great flavor.
Okay.
Put one tablespoon.
Okay.
And so we're putting 1 tablespoon of everything.
Oh shoot!
Come on.
Ground corn. We love ground corn.
Yes. So we just added in curry, your curry powder. Now we're adding in the cumin powder into it.
It's gonna be awesome.
So
it's gonna be good.
in Kenya, like in a lot of African culture, a lot of African countries, like we were in Morocco last time that we met, they use a lot of spices. When we travel there, you see the mounds of spices, like little mountains of spices, right? And you get to put them all together, and they put them all together, and they taste so good all together. So this is gonna make our lentils amazing. Can you guys say amazing?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I know you guys are muted, but you can unmute yourself and say amazing.
It smells wonderful.
Yes.
That curry is just really doing some
And then I know we still have some more spices, you guys. We've got some turmeric.
Oh, we got turmeric? Okay.
And we've got our chili flakes.
Oh, shoot.
And we've got some turmeric. All the other ones, the ones in plastic right there.
Oh.
There we go.
Paprika.
Come on. And some paprika. So we're putting all these in. It's going in to the pan.
I'm just saying. About to throw down with. You want a tablespoon of turmeric?
Tablespoon.
Woo. Shoot. Okay. God bless you. I'm just saying. I don't put this much turmeric and stuff. It's okay though. You know, I'm all down. I'm down.
It's gonna cook down real great. Okay, and then if you like the spicy, so a tablespoon of our chili flakes here.
Oh, a tablespoon.
A tablespoon. So if you like spicy, you can put a tablespoon. If you don't like spicy, it's okay. You don't have to add it.
Yeah. This.
There we go. Yeah.
Okay, and the paprika.
And some paprika.
Paprika is such a. I'm
sorry.
No, you're good.
You go ahead.
Yeah, we're multitasking here.
Right?
Get this package open. You know, we're doing wonderfully. I just don't want the paprika to go
everywhere. I know, right? You guys, as you're opening your containers, be careful.
Be careful. Because spices have a tendency to be, to go all over the place. And that's just that's how when you're working in a kitchen, you just have to be careful.
Yep.
That's all. Let's put this on. Back burner so we can work with it. Wow, this is very fragrant.
Yes.
I'm gonna be excited to eat this myself.
That's
Oh,
right.
goodness. Okay.
So awesome. So after you finish stirring everything in, you guys, we're going to add our water, and we're going to add the coconut milk, and we're just gonna let it do its thing. It's gonna cook down and get happy. So we're gonna add 1.5 cups. Okay. Let's start off with 1 cup first and see how. Okay. Just to see how it flows.
Okay, there's 1 cup.
Maybe we could put let's put the half.
Mhm.
So you guys, I'm here chatting with Chef Cheryl. And so when we put in the one, as you're cooking, remember, like I always share with you guys, you want to look at your food, you want to smell your food, you also want to look at what it's doing in the pan. So when we added the water, on the recipe it says 1.5, but I said, you know what, let me just put 1 and see what it does, right? But when we put the 1, we realized like, right.
This is a lot of food here. So, you know, it's almost like when you're cooking, you're also doing math in your head, because sometimes you can look at ratios, and sometimes, I'm gonna be honest with you, recipes aren't always correct. So you have to use your senses, and you kind of have to use your sense, because sometimes it might be more water than you need. Sometimes it might be less water than you need. So, you know, and this comes with time. Please understand. It's not, you know, you have to keep doing it. You have to keep doing it to go, this doesn't look right. Maybe I need to put something more in, you know? So here I'm looking at this 1.5 cups. It looks good. We're going to put the coconut milk in.
Yes. Okay. So your coconut milk, you guys, makes everything creamy and good and just awesome.
Yeah, it does. Okay.
So the cool thing about this, we're gonna stir this in, and then we're gonna cover it down, and and so it's gonna cook, but we're gonna check on it. And so if it needs some more water, so this is now where we're gonna bring your fire down on low, and so we want to make sure that it's not drying out too much, because we want it to be, this is a stew.
Right.
We don't want it to be dry, and we don't want it to be soupy. And Cheryl, do you when we add salt, should we add salt at the end or during?
I add salt all the time, before, during, and after. Only because, you know, that's what I grew up watching. You know, I grew up watching my our chefs going, just put the salt, you know, put the salt in there. It's okay. It'll be okay. Put some salt while you're in there. It's okay. Because, you know, as you're cooking, you know, different things are happening. So, and sometimes the salt, you don't always taste it. So that's why you're always tasting. When you're in kitchen, you should always have, you know, like when we were in a commercial kitchen, we would walk around with spoons in our shoulder, because every time we pull out a spoon, try it, throw it away, you know, and, you know, we were always tasting it. And usually the first thing we reach for was the salt. Usually the first thing we reach for is the salt when we're trying to season it, because, you know, if we've done everything that we're supposed to do, then, you know, it's going to taste right. But you just need salt, kind of balances things. That's what salt does. Okay, let's find this.
All right. So do you guys have any questions so far? You can unmute yourself and let me know if you have any questions. So you should have your lentils cooking, and your rice should be over there bubbling away. And you want to put a cover on that too, so that it's gonna. Oh yeah. So look, Miss Cheryl, she's gonna taste it.
Salt.
Okay, it needs some salt.
But it's hot. It's definitely tasty. Okay, so here we go. We never stick the same spoon in there again.
Right. Remember, you heard that? You guys heard that? You don't stick the same spoon. You don't double dip.
It's good.
It's so good. Miss Cheryl, you gonna do a dance? You gonna do a dance?
It is good. It is good.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, you guys. We heard it from the chef.
Woo. Okay, so I don't really have a top for this, but we are going to. You know, it's when and then I'm gonna say something else. When you're in the kitchen and you don't always have what you have, you improvise.
That's right.
Okay. This is a saute pan, and it didn't come with a top. But as you can see, being in the kitchen, you have lots of other things at your disposal.
Wow.
So we're gonna take this.
And it's the perfect size.
It's the perfect size, and we're gonna
That's
turn
amazing.
it down.
Yes. So we're gonna bring it down to a
Turn
low
it down
fire.
really
You
low.
guys.
And you know what I found? And this is just another trick. Everybody has to know their own appliances, okay? Excuse me. Excuse me. Low is not as low as you can go. But if you look at your stove and you're familiar with it, this is almost like it's off. So okay, so if I turn it on, that's the ignition. Okay, that was the click. But if I turn it down, like I'm almost turning it off, that's as low as you can go, as opposed to that low. Okay, so with this low, I mean, just subtle. It's subtle, but I can go all the way down. You see? Nice. And this is something that you might need that little bit of, the little bit of a fire on it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Awesome.
Now, and again, this is hot, so if you're gonna touch it, you have to touch it with the pot holder or a towel or anything, because there is no top for us to work with. Okay, so just always remember, we're in a kitchen. Always remember there's heat and sharp objects that you're constantly dealing with. So you have to be, mindful all the time. Okay, so, and I'm talking to myself because I might come back here and put my hand on it. Okay,
right.
I'm good for doing that. Okay. Okay, so our rice is going, so we're going to put a top on that.
So rice is cooking.
Okay.
We're gonna
We're gonna cover it. And again, I'm gonna do that little trick because I know my stove. I'm gonna go all the way down. Okay. To low. Okay. But like I said, this is like past the ignite on my stove because I know my stove. Just get to know your appliances. When you get to know your appliances, then you know how to operate them, And that comes with time. Okay.
That's right.
So we're gonna, standard for rice is about 25 minutes. So we're gonna put it on 25 and check it after that. Yeah. Always check it. When in doubt, check. Okay.
That's right. And we're gonna, and you'll see that your rice, the water will be dried out. Your rice should be flaky and tender, right? Same thing for our lentils. Flaky and tender rice. Okay. So
now, just because I'm a little skeptical about that cup and a half. I'm just skeptical. So, in my opinion, yes, it'll be okay. That's the coconut milk and everything. I think. Didn't it say to put some more water in it?
No, we added the half.
Yeah. Okay, we added the one. Okay. Okay.
So you guys, so just like how you see Miss Cheryl, just double checking it, because sometimes you're like, I don't know, maybe.
When in doubt, always check.
Just check it, right?
When in doubt, always check.
So you see how when she pulls it, she's looking to see how the water.
Exactly. I want to make sure that if I walk away from this, or not really walk away, but if I just let it go for about 10, 15 minutes, I doubt 24 minutes is it'll be cooked through that before then. So again, it's just we're gonna let it do what it do.
Let it do what it do.
Let it
do what it do.
There we go. Okay.
It's gonna be so good. All right. So you guys, so while this is cooking, let's remember when we're cooking, we always want to make sure our kitchen is clean, right? We want to straighten up. So let's put back our spices. Let's clear our area. And what we're doing, so while the rice and the lentils are cooking, we're going to start on our cucumber and tomato salad. Okay. So let's clear our area and let's make sure everything is put away. So when we finish, when it's time for us to eat, we won't have any like spices and stuff to put up. And that's a sign of a good chef, right, Miss Cheryl?
Clean as you go.
Clean as you go is what she says. Come on. All right. So I'm gonna change my view over here and come on over to the table. Oh, you guys. So we're going to grate our carrot. Oh, our carrots. Yeah, the carrots.
We got to put it in
the
the
lentils.
Okay, all right. That's not a problem.
Okay, so you guys look, Miss Christelle, I even did it too.
That's okay.
So our carrots, we're actually gonna grate our carrots to go in the lentils. Oh yeah. See, Miss Cheryl, she said we could do two at a time. Come on. Wow.
That's okay.
I know, but they'll still be good too, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So you guys, we have our carrots, and then we have tomatoes. Tomatoes are easy to cook, and so we're going to also add. We're gonna blend these tomatoes.
That's where the moisture is going to come from.
Oh, more of it,
That's
right?
where that moisture is going to come from.
Yes. So teamwork, you guys. We're putting our lentils. We're putting the carrots, the grated carrots, into the lentils, along with our tomatoes. So somebody can grate while the other person is gonna start blending up. So you wanna, so we have 4 tomatoes in here. So we wanna put 3 of them in the, or let's do 2. And then we can use 2 for our salad.
And we were going to puree them, right?
Yeah, we're gonna puree them. But I was gonna say blend, but puree is the right. The right term. See, we're learning from the best. We're learning from the best. Now, Miss Cheryl, when you grate anything, what has been your experience in grating?
Keep your knuckles away from these holes because they're very sharp. Okay. These things are older than time. Great grandma was using it, okay? And she said the same thing. Watch your hands, okay? It's just some things that will never go out of style, okay? We may have air fryers and all those other things. And Instapots. But this does not go out of style, okay? So we're gonna put this in the
yes, so we're gonna put in our put in your carrots, the grated carrots, into the lentil.
I'm gonna make this for myself.
Yeah,
because I like the seasoning. How you were so bold in putting that. Okay, so we're really gonna need it. I got hurry up, get those tomatoes.
Oh yeah,
because I see where it's cooking down. Lentils soak up liquid. That is what they do. They, they do that. So, if you have more water than you need, it's okay because believe it or not, those lentils will suck it up. Okay, they will suck it up. So we're gonna put this back down, and then we're gonna puree the tomatoes, and put it in here.
We're gonna
yes.
So let's puree our tomatoes, you guys.
Okay. So we're going to. Okay, so we're going to cut these up.
Yes, please wash.
You always have to check. Go back and look at your lentils and make sure that the fire, if you're not really sure about your fire, you can turn it down a little bit more. Okay, we're gonna take the little thing out here. And we're just gonna cut this up. Just gonna rough chop it up.
Because we're gonna put it in the
blender. And we're just going to pulse it.
What is the difference between like a puree versus like all the settings that we have on the blender?
It's really a thing of how strong the blade is going, how fast the blade is going, with speed, really how long you have it on here. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, this is one of my favorite. I have a Ninja blender, and it's really it's I made a lot of money off of my blender. But it's just really good for it. I don't know how I can say this. It has really saved me doing a lot of things. I mean, a blender will do everything you need it to do, but when you have one that does everything you need it to do and some, you're happy.
Yeah. So good tools, right?
Yes. Good
Just
tools
like
are important.
Just like a good knife.
A good knife, exactly.
Right?
Just like a good knife.
Or a good pencil.
Yes, good ink pen, whatever tool you're working with.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever tools of the trade that you have.
Yeah.
It's always good to have good tools. Okay. Now this blender, it's different. The motor is on top, which is wonderful because you get to control how much you use it. How much stuff goes on. Okay. Oh. So all I do is put, okay. Then we kind of pre-lay it.
Ooh.
And this should be great. This should be
enough moisture, right?
Enough moisture. Okay. There we go.
All right, you guys. I know you've been muted on your phone, but I want you guys to unmute and let me know how you're coming along so far. Are you guys adding in your tomatoes and your carrots? So unmute yourself and let me know. I want to make sure you guys are all okay, that we're at the same place. Miss Brenda, how are you guys doing? Miss Natalie, I see you guys there. Kennedy, how are you guys coming?
We're doing good. We're adding the tomatoes into the lentils.
Awesome.
Good.
Awesome. Okay, how about you, Natalie?
Just a little bit behind. So we're just
It's all right. Mm-hmm. It is all okay.
Oh, you guys are grating your carrots.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit more water in here just on G heat.
Yes.
Well, I just have a pot. Where did my water go? So this might be maybe like a quarter cup.
We are a little behind because it's taking more time to the lentils to cook.
Yeah. Okay, it's okay.
Yes, totally fine. And the thing is, the lentils, by the time they, everything is gonna work together, and then it cooking together with the coconut milk, and then with the tomatoes, everything is gonna be like a happy marriage, like a happy, like a good party.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay, so turn up just a little bit more.
Awesome. And I see that teamwork. Good job, you guys. Working together.
Righty.
And we're not leaving anybody. So you guys, we're all gonna sit down and eat together when we're all finished. So so while this is going, be sure to check on your rice too, you guys. Your rice should be coming along pretty okay.
Can you check on the
Sure. Yes, I sure can. So look, I'm checking on the rice. Okay, so you see, I'm looking at my rice. It's looking dry. Not dry, but it's looking like it has I think it needs more. Well, if we can stir it up a little bit.
You know what? If we were to kind of turn it on the side, we see that there's water in there.
Okay.
But let's pull up something.
Yeah. So we're gonna give it a stir to see how it's coming along. Okay.
It's coming along. Right.
Yeah. And so you guys
see, this is parboiled rice. Parboiled rice is going to cook faster. It's always going to cook faster. So whatever it is you do, and we used good water.
Okay.
We used good water here, so
nice.
It's going to cook faster, and it's going to,
Yes. Yes. So Miss Cheryl, she's grabbing the famous spoon. Look, I need to get a shoulder. I need to get a sleeve that has the space for the spoon.
There you go. So we just want to try the texture.
Okay.
It's done.
Okay.
It's done.
All right, Miss Cheryl says the rice is done.
It's done.
Come on.
It's done.
All right, you guys check on your rice. Your rice may be done already.
Uh-huh.
Check on your rice.
And the lentils are almost done too.
Yes. All
Lentils are
right.
almost done too.
All right, so you guys, let's come back over to the table and let's start on our. So before we move over to the table, because I know you guys said you're grading, and so we're gonna come over to the table to start with the tomatoes and the cucumber, but I want to know that you guys have tomatoes and carrots already in there, and that you've checked on your rice. So let me know if you're ready to move for us to start cutting our tomatoes. Yes? Thumbs up?
Yay.
Do we have any thumbs ups there?
Miss Christelle,
Yes.
can we add the lentils into the rice?
No, so we're not adding them into the rice. We're actually gonna, when we put it on the plate, we're gonna put the rice first, and then we're gonna put the lentils on top of it. Or if you want to put it on the side of it, you can. Yeah. So are your lentils on low and cooking pretty good? And your rice, how's your rice, Kennedy?
Our rice is done.
All right,
Oh,
come
good.
on now.
All right, there you go. All right, chefs.
Come on. All right. Okay, Natalie, I know you guys were great carrots. So did the carrots get to the pot? Yes? Oh, unmute yourself, Natalie. I can't hear you.
What happened?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're running around.
Are the
We're
carrots
just
in
all
the
running
pot?
around. We don't even know what to do. They look working.
What do you mean you don't know what to do? We're here to help. We're here to help. So are the carrots in the pot?
So we're behind on the rice. The rice is not cooking yet. But the other
No,
one
no,
is
it's okay.
the stove. We just have leftover is the peanut butter and the lemon. That's all we have left over.
Peanut
We're just
butter.
waiting.
For it.
In the lentils, but not yet.
Not yet.
So let's go ahead and start cutting up our tomatoes and the cucumber for the salad.
Okay.
Oh, another thing that we're gonna cut, if you're gonna put chicken into your lentils, we're gonna slice the chicken as well, okay? So let's move back over to the table and we're gonna get going on the salad. So we got our cucumber. And Ms. Cheryl, do you normally take off some skin from the cucumber there?
I do. It's almost like a habit.
Yeah. You know, it's funny, when I was growing up, we would use the potato slicer and we would peel off some of the skin, or we would take a fork and run it straight down so you get all the ridges. So it'd be like a pretty design.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
How fun.
That's just how we did it when I was growing up.
Okay.
So
Now let me ask you, do you
yes.
leave your seeds in your cucumber?
Yes and no.
Okay. So,
Do you normally leave seeds in yours?
it's just a preference. It depends on what it is that I'm cooking and if I want more moisture in my food.
Okay.
The seeds are just, I mean, you can keep them in or you don't have to keep them in. It's really a personal preference. Okay. So we're going to, for the sake of class, use them in because, we're learning. And these are young people and they can get all the hydration they need. Okay. So, and when you're cutting a cucumber, when you're cutting any type of fruit or vegetable, when it's open, it's easier to cut as opposed to the outside of the skin. Okay, so when we're cutting it, cut from the inside. Okay, so, and it's a lot easier, than cutting it this way. Does that make sense to anybody? Make sense? Okay.
They're saying yes.
Okay, good. Okay. And I love cucumbers. Cucumbers are such wonderful food. It's watermelon's cousin. Okay?
I didn't know that.
This is the summer squash. Okay. Cucumbers are summer squash, whereas your butternut squash and your your acorn squash. That's more of a winter squash. Okay. And we're so fortunate here in Southern California that we get to have it all. We're just very fortunate. And I always say that because, you know, there's people in the Midwest that can't get an avocado.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And if they get the avocado, it's not going to taste like we got it because it's been shipped 3,000 miles. So I always like to encourage people, you know, that are local to take advantage of the produce. Please take advantage of the produce. Go to the farmer's market. Go outside and plant something if you can. You know what I'm saying? Because we're very fortunate. We're just very fortunate to be in Southern California, where we have such wonderful climate and, you know, and just and wonderful, you know, it's wonderful advantages to it. You know, you know, I mean, well, why is everybody coming to California? Okay, they're coming for the beach weather.
That's
they're
right.
coming for the sunshine. You know, and we're here going, yeah, we're in California. But people are coming here, okay? So we need to take advantage. All right, so we're gonna cut up this. Now, how did you want the tomatoes? Is that okay? You want them a little smaller, about this, like this?
About the same size of the cucumbers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I asked her that, but then again, I couldn't answer that question myself. Okay.
Yeah.
Because again, look at this. This is the bite. This is what you're going to be eating. You're gonna put this on a fork and eat this. So I always think about the size.
It's not too big to go in your mouth, right?
Right. It's not too big to go in your mouth. It's not too small. It's supposed to the size of other things on the fork.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what is it? It's cucumber, lemon, and tomato.
Yeah.
All right. I love it.
Just a fresh.
I love it. I love it. Okay. But then again, this is, you know, this is another country. They may not have all the things that we have here in beautiful sunny California, and they keep it simple.
Yeah.
The beautiful thing about keeping it simple is that, you know, it tastes better and it's healthier because, you know, I was teaching a class yesterday and we did a pumpkin chili. It was really, really simple. It was like a turkey chili, but we put pureed pumpkin in it and pumpkin spices. It was awesome.
Ooh.
Okay. But it was very simple. And now, you know, in reading the recipe, it said, well, if you want to put some shredded cheese on it, you can. I go, I don't want to put any dairy in this, you know, because damn it was totally, had it not been turkey, or we could have used a soy crumble or something, it was vegan.
Yeah.
Okay. So we don't need to put any dairy in it, you know, okay? And we're always looking to put something on it that doesn't need to be there. Right. I mean, you know, it's always when we Americanize things, if you ever go to Italy, and I'm sure you guys will go to Italy, the pizza does not look the same. Okay.
No, it doesn't.
We have bastardized it by putting everything on it. They don't put anything on their pizza. It's some good dough, some olive oil, and a tomato. Okay. It's not a lot.
But the ingredients are really fresh.
But the ingredients are fresh and beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, this is a cucumber salad. I just happen to have some basil. Ooh. You know, I just happen to have some fresh basil, you know, on my counter that I've been, you know, just holding on to. So we can definitely put it in.
Yes.
The lemon.
So you guys, if you have basil, if you have rosemary or
cilantro.
Yeah.
You know, this is Southern California. You know, we're making a taco somewhere. Somebody got some cilantro. I know I do. I mean, you know, if I don't have cilantro, I have basil. Okay. And all these herbs are so good for you.
Yeah.
They're so good. It's better than the cheese.
Yeah.
Better than the cheese. And it came, you know, it was grown. It came out of the garden. It's beautiful. Yeah. You know, so just think fresh. Yeah. I can't encourage you enough to just think fresh. Okay.
Yeah. And if you guys need basil, we have some growing right now at the center.
Hey, see, I'm coming down to get it. I'm coming down to get the basil, okay?
Yes. So we have basil for you guys. That if you want some basil, we have basil. We have tomatoes.
Oh my gosh.
We have lettuce.
I'm coming down.
Right now, the tomatoes are taking over.
Okay, yes, so, tomatoes do take over. Yeah. Tomatoes take over. Okay. So we're just gonna rough chop this basil.
All right, you guys see how Miss Cheryl's pulling her fingers back?
Yes.
We need our fingers, right? We need this to
Yes,
last the
you need
rest of
all
our
your
life.
fingers, okay? Because believe it or not, I've had some bad cuts. I've had some bad cuts, okay? And guess what? You will too. If you keep cooking, you will too, but just minimize it.
Yeah.
Minimize it, okay? Because it's an eventuality, people. And it's okay. It's really okay. Because guess what? It tasted a little better. It might have tasted a little better with that cut finger. But please don't do it. I mean, don't do it, you know. It might have tasted a little better, but don't you do it. Okay, so we're gonna put some lemon, and I'm gonna put my hand out just to save the seeds so it won't go in.
That looks good. It looks really fresh.
Yes.
And you see how she's catching the seeds in her fingers. So this is a quick way, because you could squeeze it on your little lemon squeezer, right? But this is a quick way to catch the seeds.
Right. And sometimes you don't always have the appliance in front of you.
That's right.
Okay, so just use your hand. It's okay. You'd be surprised at what you can do.
Right.
Even if you don't have if you don't have the correct
all the correct tools.
Okay. So this is Himalayan pink salt, and Miss Christine had some also.
Yeah.
And this is mine. Okay, so here's a little tip, guys. You can find it in the 99-cent store.
Come on.
You can find it in the 99-cent store. Just because it's in the 99-cent store does not mean it's cheap. This is the purest form of salt. We should be using this aside from white salt.
If you could also find it at Ross too.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. But at 99 cents. Get that up there. Get up there.
Oh, this one.
99 cents for a pound.
Wow.
At Ross, you might be $4.99.
That's true. That's true.
A pound of salt. Lovely, lovely. You can get both of these at the 99-cent store. Okay, and I know 99-cent store is local. They have a lot of things in there. Some you may not like, some you may like, but this is a good deal.
Yeah.
This is really a good deal.
Absolutely. All right, so you guys, let's use Himalayan salt versus
the white salt.
And if you have the white salt, don't feel like it's going to do anything bad. It's not horrible, but let's go ahead and you can go to the 99-cent store and pick you up some Himalayan salt. It's going to be better. She said it's the purest.
It is the purest form of salt, and I cannot express to you how much better it is than white salt.
Okay.
White salt is it has been stripped of its nutrients. Okay. And it's been iodized. So the only way for it to be iodized is that it had to be cooked into the salt. So this is the purest form of salt. There's nothing been done to it. So iodized salt has been cooked. So right there we have a problem, because our body is not going to accept a cooked, a cooked salt. So it's going to start rejecting it.
Okay.
And so that is where the hypertension, the clogged arteries and everything, because our body is fighting off an intruder. Okay, so this is the purest form of salt. It passes at a cellular level. So our body does not have to work hard to accept it. Okay. So by that, it means that it's working with your body. It's good for your bone density. It's good for your nasal cavities. It's good for numerous things. I can talk about this the whole class. Okay. I can talk about this the whole class, but it's just really good. Okay.
All right. Himalayan salt, you guys.
Now we can put the
peanut butter. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's add in some peanut butter. So it's 1 tablespoon peanut butter.
Woo-hoo. Okay.
All right, you guys.
We're almost done.
Yeah. I'll tell you. And it's $5.29. And it's $5.29.
Get out of here. Oh my gosh. Okay. So here's the peanut butter, guys.
All right.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I was like, she ain't gonna get this done in an hour and a half. Chef done learned something today. Okay. So we can turn this off now.
Okay.
Because it has enough heat in it to where we can just distribute this peanut butter just throughout the Okay, now you got a spoon right there. So you
Okay.
can taste it and tell me
Y'all,
how
I
the
got a
lentil is.
spoon.
She got a spoon.
I got a spoon. I got a spoon.
Okay, so how are the lentils?
They're cooked.
They're cooked? Okay, they're cooked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, do you taste the peanut butter in there or you need to work it some more?
Working in some more. I think
You ain't got but a little bit in this. Let's go anyway,
right?
Kill the jar.
Kill the jar.
All right, kill the jar. Okay.
I kind of feel like
What do you need?
I get
Salt.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Salt.
And that it can use I kind of almost feel lentils need a little bit more water.
A little bit more water.
Yeah.
Let's get some more.
So you guys try your lentils. They should be when your teeth bites through it, it should be like an immediate mush. Like it should cut straight through. And I'm getting a little bite.
Little bite.
Mm-hmm.
A little.
Yeah.
Okay. And so we use the can with the coconut milk so we can just get a little bit of residue of coconut too.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just adding
and so like I said,
water.
Lentils will absorb. They will absorb any kind of liquid that's in it. So if we just stand here and just stir this, it's going to dissolve.
Yeah.
It's going to absorb all this.
And you guys, if you have your chicken, if you want to add your chicken in, if you're putting chicken in it, you can add it in now, Ms. Cheryl. Yeah.
Yes, you
can. If you're not adding chicken to it, you don't have to add anything at all. And everything that's in here is vegetables, healthy.
Yes.
So you guys, regardless to if you're
even the coconut milk, this is vegan. Everything is vegan here. Everything. Even the rice.
Yes.
Everything is vegan so far. So right now we're batting 1,000 as far as vegans are concerned. Okay. Yep. They're ready for their plate.
Come on.
Okay.
And it's healthy and it's hearty. It's because
look at that.
Yeah.
See how that water just went?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right, y'all. You're gonna be licking your fingers, and your house is gonna smell amazing. You're gonna walk in, they're gonna say, "What's going on?"
I know, huh?
Okay, I don't know
that turmeric, Jesus. Oh, that turmeric. I'm scared with all that turmeric. I'm just saying. Okay.
Now, when I cook, when I would grow up, when I was growing up, I knew there was food cooking at my house because I would smell it coming up the stairs and coming from down the way. And I said, I pray that's coming from my house. I pray that's coming from my house. Oh my
gosh.
And it would be coming from my house. Or if my neighbor downstairs, their family is Belizean. So when they're cooking, it would come up. And I said, oh no, that's not coming from my house. I said, I would go to my neighbor and say, Maria. So yeah. So your house is gonna smell amazing. And you guys, that's why like when you go to restaurants and you go to certain places and you don't smell the food and it's a restaurant, that's a problem.
That's a problem.
That's a problem. Your food should smell good. And you should smell it from away.
I would say that this is done.
Okay.
Only because
it's gonna finish cooking.
Right, it's cooking now. So there's another spoon. So just tell me if just from us stirring in that water, is the bite a little better?
I taste the peanut butter now too.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Right. Okay, so we're done.
Oh yeah.
And it's 5:37. It's 5:30. What time is it?
5:33.
I'm impressed. That's all I can say. That's all I can say is I'm impressed.
Michelle's impressed with your teacher.
You guys really. I have to say. I have to say that she knows what she's doing. She knows what she's doing. All that turmeric, I was like, I don't know. Okay.
Let's get the light. Let's get the light right there.
All I can say. Okay. All I can say is that I was worried about that turmeric. I really was. Okay. But it's good. It's good. It's ready to go. Yeah. It's ready to go. Okay.
Right. Ooh, okay. Come on, y'all. You see the.
Oh my goodness.
You see we're sweating a little bit when you're cooking. You're getting a good steam. All that good stuff, right? It's good for your body.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna get a sleeve. Get my spoon sleeve, right? I think that's a good investment, Miss Cheryl.
What's that?
A spoon sleeve.
Oh yeah.
So I need to get an official chef coat so that I can put my spoon in the sleeve.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Maybe we'll do one for you guys too. Ooh. Yes. Yes, Kennedy.
No, this is Kennedy's mom. I was just we were just enjoying her dish. I wanted to show it to you. How do you show the food?
Oh, to show your food. Yes, show us your food. Ooh, can we spot? Okay, hold on. Let me.
Oh, mine is the spoon.
Okay,
we dug into it pretty good. Yeah, we already kind of we've been devouring it.
Oh, good.
Wow.
Good for you.
In her rice, and then we
Miss
have
Marissa, you can let her take up the full screen. We want to see Kennedy's dish. Ooh,
Go, Kennedy.
come on. All right.
Go,
Ooh, look
Kennedy.
over here for Cheryl.
We added some.
Wow.
We did add chicken. And
Oh, you added the chicken.
Wow.
Now the only variation I couldn't find her just the brown lentils, so they had a mixed bag that had the brown, black, and red.
That's fine.
But it really looks pretty, huh?
Yes.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. Great job.
Wow.
Great job.
That's good, Kennedy. Okay, let's see your rice. Okay, come on, rice.
Come on, rice.
Awesome. Look, y'all ain't wasting no time. Y'all already dig.
Sorry, we had to dig in. We eat at 5, so 5:30. We're starving.
Yes.
Dinner's supposed to be ready at 5:30, okay?
Right.
Dinner ready at 5:30, okay?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So thank you, ladies, so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so you guys, let's plate it up. So you see Miss Cheryl, she put the rice and then she put the lentils, and then take a picture of your screen. Your plate. Take a picture of your plate. So remember, we eat with our eyes first, right?
That's right. Yes, we do. We eat with our eyes. Uh-huh.
Oh yes. When it's good, you make you want to sing, make you want to do a dance too. Look, I'm shaking the camera. I'm like, okay, let me just steady up, because Miss Cheryl, we can add I don't know if you want to add chicken to yours.
Oh yeah, we can have some chicken. Sure, we can. Uh-huh.
So this one is here without chicken. And if you want to add some chicken, you can slice your chicken there. If you want to put whatever part of the chicken you want to put. And really, if you want to add any kind of protein, you can add that to your lentils,
Right.
with or without.
Yes.
So it's just totally up to you guys. And regardless to if you're vegetarian, vegan, or a meat eater as well, it's always healthy. Even as I like meat. I do.
I do too. It's
and
okay. It's okay. It's okay like me. Moderation. Everything in moderation.
There you go. Everything in moderation. And that's the key. Everything in moderation. And then it's every day you're not always gonna eat meat.
That's right.
And so it's good to have a plate just like this. That's all vegetables. And it's gonna taste really good. You're gonna be happy about it. And so look, we're gonna put the two plates together and we're gonna be happy about both of them because they're both good.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
So you guys, we got good food, and we want to make sure you guys know how to cook as well, because you're getting older. Yes. And so you want to be able to cook for your parents. And of course, if you're younger, you're using parental guidance. We're not cooking without them, because remember, we're using knives and all the sharp objects. But when you get old enough to cook by yourself, your parents will be happy. They'll be like, come on.
And if I can add this, when I was going to culinary school, my children would watch me. And so when I would come home or on the weekends, my youngest son would don my chef hat and put on an apron and get in the kitchen and make, waffles or whatever, He now is a student in Massachusetts and he cooks every night. Wow. He's calling me up, Mom, what do you think about this? Mom, can I have this spice? Mom, I'm looking at this utensil. Don't you know how happy that makes me that he's not in a drive-through?
Right.
That just warms my heart, because when you eat good, you will live good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And longer.
You know what I'm saying? So cooking at an early age is really a lifesaver. It's attractive. It really is attractive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying you guys are young, but I'm just saying if you start looking for suitors and you know when you can cook, they go, ooh, we like her. Look, ooh. Because some of us can't. Some of us women can't cook. They didn't take that up. You know what I'm saying? No one stopped and took the time out to do. How can you raise a family and you don't know how to cook?
Right.
How can you do that?
Cannot live off of McDonald's.
You can't live off of McDonald's, and you shouldn't.
No.
And you shouldn't. So, I just would encourage you. This class is awesome. I would encourage you to stay at it and to learn more. Look at other things. Look at other foods in your in the diaspora and see what they're doing, because everything's wonderful. And guess what? It all came from us anyhow. Okay, don't let me go there. But it all came from us anyhow because, believe it or not, watermelons came from Africa. They brought the seeds over. Okay. So, like I said, watermelon is a summer squash, just like the cucumber is. So if they brought over watermelon, they brought this too.
Yeah.
They did. They brought over everything. So it's our food. It's really our food. And so we would do a disservice not to know it. We do a disservice not to know it. But this is an awesome dish. It's wonderful. I'm excited. I'm ready to eat.
Right. We're ready. We're ready. Okay, so Michelle, we're going to sit. Okay, Natalie, I see you eating. Can we see your plate? Natalie, can we see your plate? So here's the one with chicken. Here's the one without. It's both going to be good. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, come on, Natalie. I see you there. Ooh. Yes, that looks amazing.
That looks really good.
It is.
Amazing, amazing. Yum.
I have to congratulate you guys. This is really a good thing for you to be cooking. To be cooking together.
Yeah.
It's important. It's really important that you do this. I have to applaud you guys. I have to applaud you guys because this is important. It's critical.
Yeah.
That young people know how to cook. I learned how to cook at a very early age, and because of that, I have a career now. And I enjoy what I do. This is not work.
Right.
Plus, I get to eat too.
That's right. So Miss Cheryl, as for career, what's a good culinary school? Where's some good culinary schools?
Okay, so Cordon Bleu is no longer in North America, but it is still an excellent school. You can go in another country and go to Cordon Bleu. You can go anywhere in the world except North America. Los Angeles Trade Tech College has an excellent culinary program. It's going to take you about 2 years because it's community college. But you will get a good depth and breadth of culinary.
Okay.
They have excellent instructors down here. After that, I really couldn't tell you about any really good ones. Cordon Bleu is not in North America anymore, but in Pasadena, there is a culinary school at that location. I just don't know what the name of it is.
Okay.
But if you were to Google culinary schools, Trade Tech is going to come up.
Okay.
But also, it's called like the Culinary Academy of America or something like that. But it's in Pasadena.
Nice.
So like I said, even though the brand Cordon Bleu is not in North America, that building still stands because they had remodeled it and done everything before they left. Gotcha. So it's a great educational facility. Okay. So, and I know they're still using it. Awesome. So I would definitely look at that. Really Trade Tech. People are young. You can go to Trade Tech. You can go there for 2 years. And the beautiful thing about a community college is that there's other subjects there.
Yeah.
So when I went to Trade Tech, I took up apparel arts, but I also took up liberal arts.
Nice.
Okay. I just didn't go back for the culinary because I just didn't have the time. My family was along the way. So I went to Cordon Bleu because of the time constraint. They had a program where I was there from 12 noon to 6 o'clock. Okay. And I couldn't find any other program like that because, I was a mother and I had children and everything. But I did get a very good instruction there. And one of the things that they did say was that everything's an education. So you learn from everything and everybody. So I learned something today that you can put a ton of turmeric and it's still good. I'm thinking turmeric, ooh, that's gonna be. but the pepper and the
Yeah.
curry and everything even it out. Even the ginger did its job in kind of mellowing everything out. So it's a beautiful marriage of spices. And you know, you're gonna learn that.
Yeah.
You're gonna learn that with time. Being in this class is really an excellent way to learn. It's an excellent way to learn. I applaud you guys.
Awesome.
I really applaud you.
Good job, you guys. You guys are wonderful chefs.
Uh-huh.
All right, so you guys, Miss Cheryl and I, we're gonna get our forks. Look, I'm gonna put away this spoon so I could get some food to eat. Okay, we're gonna change our view over here, and we're gonna taste it with you.
You want some chicken on your plate? You good?
I do. I want some chicken on my plate. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right, you guys. So we're gonna taste it over here. If you have to go, I understand. We're past our time, but we're gonna, you know, like we always say, we eat together. So, so if you're able to hang out with us, we can eat and eat the food together. Make sure you eat your vegetables and those tomatoes.
Make sure you eat those cucumber and vegetables.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay, Miss Cheryl, we're gonna try this food. Ooh. Okay, I don't know about you. I do a happy dance now. It's good. Oh, Natalie, I see you over there smiling. All right. So.
Hey.
Okay. All righty.
Here we go. Woo-hoo. Woo-hoo. It's so good. Oh my gosh. Oh, I know Miss Christine told you. I hate being on camera. But I'm doing this for the children. And I'm enjoying myself. So I'm getting used to not being in front of the camera. I'm getting used to not being shy in front of the camera. So you got, so class, you guys helped, okay? Natalie and Miss Marissa and Sharice, you guys helped, okay?
Very good. Looks very delicious.
Oh yeah.
That's good. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. You know, sometimes you watch shows and the people eat the food and they're like, you know, they don't even take a good bite. You're like, you didn't even taste the food. The salad, come on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
This has been wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Michelle. Thank you so much. So Michelle, she's gonna come back. What is next week? I'm gonna look at my schedule, but she's coming back, so we're gonna be cooking again. So join us, you guys, and we see you on the 1st and 3rd Fridays of the month. Okay. Right. I know my background here is
okay.
Here I am. First and 3rd Fridays of the month. We're in world language, so we'll see you for the first Friday. So we'll see you for the first Friday in November. All right, you guys. See you later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.